Hey everybody, welcome back to Christian and Noah's Fun Toys TV. Today we will be doing a collection video of all of our Nick Jr. plush. Now we believe this is all of our Nick Jr. plush. If we're missing one or two, that's our fault. Yeah. But none of these are for sale, and the others that you may have seen in the video are for sale. So, like, we do have a Fancy Blues Clues set on eBay right now. So, yeah. Anyways, we're gonna get started with Blues Clues. Everyone, Christian here. This is a Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade 2022 limited edition. Yeah, limited edition Blues Big City Adventure Blue. So now you may be thinking it might just be a regular Blues Big City Adventure plush, but no, it did have the Macy's Parade tag, but you know, it kind of fell off over time. I got it for Christmas from my grandma. Thank you. It's actually really big. It's about I don't know. So it's at least a foot. It's pretty big. This is my hand. Yeah. So yeah, it's pretty big. So it's actually really cute. The nose is very plastic. The eyes look great, and otherwise I love it. It gives me some Blues Room vibes. That's one of my favorite Blues Clues shows. So. Yeah, this is an awesome plush to have. Yeah. So yeah, we'll just start. Also need some Macy's stuff because you know that Bluey video is really popular. Yeah, but wrong blue dog. But you know we still gotta love blue, so we'll put her right there. All right, moving along, we have surprisingly my first magenta that I've ever owned. When I was younger, magenta plush weren't easy to find, and we had a few blues that we don't have now. But yeah, magenta was only really found on eBay, and when I was younger, I, didn't know how to use eBay. So I've had this since it came out, which might have dated back to 21, 22, maybe. It's really beat up for its age, you'd be surprised. Yeah, it looks very This was old on the camera. The plush I used in all my Blues Clues videos for a long time. It's made by Just Play, and yet again, it's super old, so it's just been definitely loved. It's been out in the snow before. It's had a lot of camera time. And, I film with it plush outside, so, I gotta wash them once in a while, so that's what happened. I got this at Walmart, probably for $7, and this was before magenta had glasses, so this was right when the series debuted. And this is before the episode where magenta gets glasses. So, the new ones that you can find at stores will have the glasses. But nope, mine's an original. And some of you may be happy to know that I recently, today actually, placed an order for the Namco 7-inch magenta plush today. So, that'll be here soon. And I'm really excited for that because I definitely, as you can see, probably need a new magenta. So, that's all for this magenta, so I'm going to put her right next to blue. You go right along with magenta is the Just Play Blue. Now, blue has gone on many countless adventures like Hershey Park. Again, been outside in the snow. The plush is great. I love it, but as you can see, mine is really old, and I'm not a big fan of Blue's new design. I just don't really like the plush. It just doesn't. The face is kind of off, but otherwise I like it. I'm not a fan of the stitched eyes because over time they wear. I'm not a big fan of the plastic eyes on plush either. But if you keep them nice, then they'll stay good. And there's a thing called Sharpie. So the ears are really beat up. The side here, yeah, that's had some wear. And down here, you can see the stitch line. But again, I've had this for a long time, and I love it to this day. But again, if we ordered a new magenta, we ordered a new blue. So I'm really excited to announce that we have ordered the Blues Room Namco plush 9-inch, and are waiting for that. Awesome. It's gonna come in about a week. I got a great deal on it. So yeah. I'm going to put this blue right next to bigger blue. Alright, 2 things, guys. 1, I'm sorry if the light keeps changing. The camera's acting weird today. And 2, some of you may be wondering, if you didn't watch the Bluey video, did we see Josh at the Macy's parade? Yes, we did. And that was one of the greatest moments of my life. Alright, next up, we have good old Steve. Alright, I forget what this is made. I think it's made by Eden. And also, if they're looking this way, that's where the thumbnails are going to be, so. Yeah, so this I've had for a good year and a half. I got it for Christmas 2021. Yeah, he's in generally good condition. He was used alongside possibly this magenta. I don't know. Might be the other one. But he's been in a few videos. Yeah, he's pretty cool. So, yeah. Things about him is he's small, and he kind of costs a little more money. Yeah, yeah. So, out of the hosts, he's probably the most common to get a plush of. You think Josh is easy. I want him and Joe, but can't get them yet because they're pretty pricey. And Josh has not come out with a great plush yet. So that's kind of it for Steve here. So again, he has been in videos, so it's gonna go right next to Blue. Alright. This is the Eden or Mattel or something blue. It came with the Steve. It originally had a chef hat and an apron. This plush is really beat up. It caught a lot of dog hair in it. It's linty. I had to go over this, and this was Sharpie because it was fading. And I didn't even have it for a month. Not even a week, and did it start to get really bad. So, again, that's a part why I ordered another blue, because, like, all of mine are kind of, like, wearing out. So, we also had another Eden blue that was in, like, 1 or 2 episodes that were selling on eBay. This was on eBay for a while until I took it off to film with. But these 2 came in a set with the Talking Blue keychain. I also sold a Talking Blues Room keychain recently, so a lot of things sell on eBay. So we're just gonna put this blue right here. All right, moving on. Finally, we have the last magenta so far, besides the Ninko one that I don't have yet. This one I was very fortunate to find at a thrift store one day. I was looking through a bin, and at the bottom was magenta. She had a few stains, but I managed to clean it all off. You probably have seen her in the 1 or 2 episodes, I think, that she's in. Problems with this is just it looks weird. I don't like the sitting, I kind of like the foreleg, but the sitting is fine. It's just the glasses look weird. I don't love the way the eyes look. Could be a generally better plush. It makes magenta look sort of weird, and the smile's not great. But, yeah. This is a TY, or some people call them Beanie Babies, whatever you want to call them. But that's really all I have to say for this one. But she's been used slightly. She's not that bad, so that's all I have to say. So she'll go right next to the other magenta. A long video. It's already been like almost 10 minutes. Alright, last Blue's Clues plush. We have the TY/Beanie Baby Periwinkle plush. This plush we paid a lot of money for. And he's not really going to be replaced because you can't really find periwinkles. There is one in the Just Play set, but I don't know, just kind of. You know what happens when we use them for a while. But this plush will continue to be in videos, and I love it. It's really cool though. It just all looks great. The color's a little bit off to say, but otherwise it's pretty good. So we're gonna put him right up here. Yeah. Some people may be saying, like, how expensive was he? He was probably like $25. He might be cheaper now, but when we bought him, he was pretty expensive. Anyways, we're done with Blue's Clues. Go with another fan favorite next to Blue's Clues, Max and Ruby. Alright, starting off, we have the Kelly Toy Ruby. Yeah. So, she is in that popular Max and Ruby video where Max and Ruby are exploring the lake. Yeah. You can see that she did jump in the lake and did get a little condition bad. Yeah, she's been downstairs for a while. It's where my dog roams, so she's a little dog hair on her. Her whiskers could be better. I trimmed them because they were like this long when I first got her. I got her with tags, but again, she really has not stayed in good condition. I would not recommend buying these because they're not worth their money unless you're displaying them. But also there are smaller ones. They're hard to get though. Ruby, I would not advise to get because I had one when I was younger, the small one, and the same thing happened. They get rips in their back super easily. The stitch line comes undone right away, and then there you go. So I really wouldn't recommend buying one of these, but they're kind of nice for display, and they look really kind of accurate. I like the eyes, but that's why I probably won't be using this in videos anymore. So yeah, that's it for Ruby. Next is the infamous Max that was used in the video. Again, like Ruby, very terrible quality. His hand's about to fall off. And he's pretty good. I really wanted the small one back then, but this plush is just so nostalgic. Like, I used to have one of these, and I won it in a claw machine at Toys R Us. But I don't have that one anymore, but yeah. So, he's pretty cool. He's made by Kelly Toy. He was made in 2015, which surprises me, because Max and Ruby was popular in like the late 2000s. But it did have a revive at one point, but it wasn't that good. But it's awesome, kind of chunky. It's got a little pocket here. But yeah, otherwise he's cool to have. And for those of you who have watched the video, you'll understand that he didn't get coronavirus from eating that fat berry. So, yes.
Max, if you eat that fat berry, you're gonna get coronavirus. Fat berry.
If you know, you know. Everyone, feast your eyes. Introducing the oldest plush in our collection. Not the oldest in general, because the older Blue's Clues might be the oldest. But, anyways, the oldest one that we've owned, that I've owned for like more than half of my life, is this super beat up TY Beanie Baby small Ruby plush. So I've had this forever, as long as I can remember. Yeah, I still use her in videos because personally I like this one better than that. This one is super old. Yeah, you can see her mouth, and that has definitely gone away over the years. I don't really know. I think her ears used to be originally connected. Can't find the stitch line where they would be because it's so old. She's kind of dirty. She might need a wash, but I just used her in a new video actually. And I still use her to this day because she's just nostalgic to me, and I think she's generally still a good plush. So as you can see, that's where her tag was so long ago, and I think either when I cut the tag off, or my parents did, or someday she got a hole, so we had to fix that too. And the good thing about this Ruby plush is that she doesn't get rips in her back like something I know. She has a couple stains, but I really do think this is a great plush. And if you want quality Max and Ruby plush, I would definitely go to this one. Not the ones with the whiskers coming out. I would personally get these because it just makes them look a lot nicer. Alright, that's Ruby. We'll put her up here. Alright, so here's the plush, the Max that we mainly use. Again, like Ruby, he's really dirty, but we've not had him as long as Ruby because I either got rid of the Max matching to that Ruby, lost him, yeah. So I'm not really sure what happened to that one. I wouldn't have got rid of it if we didn't get rid of Ruby. But yeah, he's still awesome. I still use him in videos. I just like him more than this one because I like using like smaller plush. They're just easier to film with. Otherwise, I would definitely recommend getting this if you're like planning to get Max and Ruby. I'll get the one matching to that one. Yeah, because these whiskers, as you can see, just go straight up. But I've grown to it, so yeah. Found this at an antique shop. It was a set. This with tags Ruby. We sold that Ruby because that one's fine. We got that for like $20. Pretty expensive, but if you consider it $10 each with tag, so that was pretty good. So yeah, we'll put him up here. Moving on to our next category, which is the Backyardigans. My oldest Backyardigan plush I own, not the oldest one in the collection, would be this TY Tasha here. So I got her coming into almost... Sorry with the weird noises. We're trying to get the lighting good. Yeah. Yeah. This Tasha I've had for almost 2 years now that I found at a thrift store. And she wasn't in her best shape, but for like 5 cents, it was a no-brainer that I had to pick her up. Yeah, because Tasha is one of the more rare Backyardigans that you don't see often, and they're kind of expensive, but they've lowered a bit. Yeah, so her dress broke, and when I originally got her, my first instinct was to, I'll glue it with a glue gun. So, that worked, but it doesn't really look too awesome. So, yeah, Tasha was my first Backyardigan plush that I got, and, she's pretty cool, but, again, I like Pablo. I'm a more bigger Pablo fan, so, Tasha, you just go up here next to Ruby. Next is the, Nanco Tyrone plush. Before we say this, our friend over at Soccer 5 Pro, also has this plush, because it's honestly really awesome. So we found this at the same thrift store Tasha was found at. He was originally Noah's, and he used him in a series until we realized, like, alright, if we're gonna get more Backyardigans plush, then I've gotta play as someone, so, he's been given to me. His antlers here are not in the best condition. His eyes are a bit scraped up, but otherwise, he's awesome. I love the Nanco line of Backyardigans plush. I just think it's, like, really, really unique in such a way where it's charming and nostalgic to have. So, he's really cool. And we also have the Uniqua. I wanted to get the Austin, but I ended up getting a Fisher-Price one, which will be coming soon. I will do an unboxing video of it. So, yeah. And I also ordered a Fisher-Price Pablo, I think. Yeah, probably. Alright. Next here we have matching to Tyrone, the Uniqua plush. Uniqua was in one of the most popular videos on the channel. Or, well, not really, but popular video on the channel. Daniel Tiger Goes Shopping. This plush is awesome. I found it at a secondhand store. It wasn't really it's kind of like a collectible toy store. It's really cool. I got it for like $2, which I think was fair. I just love the line. The plastic eyes just make it seem so much cooler. The eyebrows look really good. But if you're like throwing this around a lot, be careful, because the eyes, they could get wrecked up. But yeah, this one's really cool anyway. And yeah, I really like it still to this day, and it is still going to be used in videos. So yeah, that's Uniqua. Next up, we have the TY Pablo. Alright, so, yeah, this guy I found at the thrift store and got very excited. Because since probably 2020, I've been searching for Pablo. And I know what you're saying, why didn't you order him? I did order him recently, just because I just always forgot about it. So I found him and I bought him for like $3. Not at the same thrift store as Tasha and Tyrone. But yeah. So he's pretty cool, but the reason I ordered a new Pablo is because this guy isn't great, and he's kind of chubby, and I don't really like him. I personally don't like the propellers, because the one I got had a really wacky propeller that I cut off, but yeah. And I also don't like that this is kind of on the side, but generally, I don't really hate this plush because it's Pablo, and who doesn't love Pablo? So, yeah, that's Pablo. Before you say it, I know we do not have Austin yet. Just ordered him. He's coming. Yeah, so. Alright, final Backyardigan is the TY Uniqua. No, I'm just kidding. It's Sarah. I know. everyone's favorite, Tyrone. This one we found at a farmer's market, like flea market sort of thing. Yeah. Originally he had this weird rip in the back of him that looked like a dog just took a giant bite out of him. We didn't notice it till after we bought him, so it was kind of like, oh, bummer. But we still bought him because we didn't know. And then we got him fixed, which is pretty cool. So he actually holds in pretty good shape. And honestly, I like him more than Pablo because I don't really like that Pablo. Tosh is obviously the coolest, but yeah, that's kind of it for Tyrone. Next is Wonder Pets. So first we have this floppy, weird-looking Linny. He looks like he didn't use his laundry detergent correctly and stretched out his cape. Yeah, that's one thing I don't like. I ordered him unknowing the size. So, yeah, I like sizes that are like Tyrone's size. It's really big. But I liked him for a while. He was used in quite a few videos. He was actually used in that one video that was the first video Bluey to appear in, so not that one. Yeah, not this Blue. Like, the Australian Bluey. Yeah, the Australian dog that all of you guys like. He's got a hole. I tried to fix it, but yeah, it's got red there. Kind of looks like blood. Otherwise, he's kind of cool, but he's never going to be used in a video again besides this. So, but I'll keep him because, you know. Alright, next up we have the Fisher Price Ming Ming. So I generally like this plush because I ordered it off of eBay, and I thought it was going to be smaller, but it's a decent size. Yeah, it's very accurate. Like her pattern, like it really makes her look very accurate to a real duckling. So her cape is nice, and some of the Wonder Pets logos fade away. This one hasn't. She's been in a Max and Ruby Plus video and tons of others. There was this cringy Wonder Pets movie that I made a while back. I wouldn't really recommend watching it because, yet again, it's cringe. It's with Ming Ming, Magenta, and Tyrone. That was back when I used to own that. So yeah. Ming Ming's pretty cool, but I definitely want to try to get a new one. And that one will hopefully be the TY one, because I really like that one. Alright, so that's Ming Ming. Next is Linny. So this is the TY one. Found him at a thrift store, the same as Tasha. And yeah, so he is in bad condition. His cape is faded a little bit. But I was talking about Ming Ming. But I still really like him, and I still think he's good to film with. So yeah, that's why I still use him in videos. He is awesome, and yeah, I just think it's cool. And he's a really good size compared to other characters. Like, he's smaller, unlike this one who's taller than Tyrone, a moose. And he's supposed to be small. He's a guinea pig. But yeah, otherwise, I totally recommend the TY Wonder Pets. So yeah. The last plush in the Wonder Pets category would be Tuck. So, Tuck is a TY plush, probably the best Tuck plush existing, because they didn't really make a lot of Tuck plush, or they're a little more rare, unfortunately. But yeah, this Tuck plush is super duper awesome. I've had him for less than a year. My friend Soccer 5 Pro got it for me as a gift. That was really cool. Just like not like a certain gift. It was just kind of like he found it at a thrift store and he decided to get it for me. So if you're watching this, thank you. I really appreciate it. His cape holds up very well. Probably because he hasn't been used a lot lately, but yeah, he's got a little dirt there. It's probably because I haven't washed him, but he's pretty beanie, and I would definitely recommend out of all the Tucks existing, buy this one. And generally, Wonder Pets, I would buy the TYs. So that's Tuck. Story is Paw Patrol. Paw Patrol is kind of like an uncommon thing for most people when they think of Nick Jr. or at least me. But I used to love Paw Patrol. But this is the Everest plush that was recently posted in a new video. This plush is pretty used. It's been to the beach. There's a video on that from about 2 years ago. I won it in a claw machine in Rehoboth Beach, Delaware. And it was actually pretty easy to win. It's got beans here, and yeah, I just think this plush is really cool. Not sure of the brand, but whatever it is, they did a good job. So
there's a chance it might be Namco. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not really sure, but Namco is usually like plastic eyes and all that stuff. So, but yeah, this plush is awesome, and you guys will be seeing it in more videos. So, yeah.
Alright, next in our Paw Patrol line is Chase. So Chase was in a new video also. And we won him in a claw machine probably in 3 tries. Which probably added up to like 75 cents because it was a cheap claw machine. Or maybe it was 50 and it went to 150. But yeah. He has been to the beach, which did kind of give him a little wear. Over time, his hat, like, it was 2 pieces, they separated. I tried to sew it back, but it's kind of come undone. So, yeah, he's really cool, and I really like this plush. He looks pretty awesome. Like, you think it's an arcade brand, and, you know, they don't do best, and in some cases they don't, but really, this plush is awesome. And I would definitely recommend buying these. Not like the Spin Master Hasbro ones. They're not that great. I don't really like them. So Chase, he's really cool. Also, Chase is my favorite pup, if you guys are wondering. Alright, so that's Chase.
Here we have the TY Sparkle Marshall plush. So I got this at a thrift store while I was visiting Washington, D.C. That was when we made the babysitting Baby Yoda movie, Vacation or something. He was in a Baby Yoda video, but it was never uploaded. Otherwise, this plush hasn't really ever been on the channel. But he's kind of shown some wear here, because I do remember playing with him a lot. I threw him in the bathtub at Washington, D.C. Not the best idea, but I did it anyway. I just think he's pretty cute, and I'd still keep him because I have some memories of bringing him to the zoo there. So yeah, he's pretty cool. He's a great one to have in the collection. I don't really recommend getting these ones, though, because they don't look the most accurate, but they're still pretty cool.
Also in the Paw Patrol category, introducing Fat and Ugly Chase. So this plush is pretty weird. We did get it in Washington, D.C. along with Marshall. At first I liked him because I was in D.C. away from this Chase. And when I got home I was like, wow, this one stinks. I like this. This one is a little too chibi for me and doesn't really represent Chase in my opinion. And I don't love the glittery ones, but I really do keep him because he was, like, you know, one of my only things that I got in DC, and, you know, he's always cool for a collection, so, yeah, that's, Ugly Chase.
This is the Spin Master something Marshall. His legs and stuff are kind of floppy. Got this at a thrift store. It actually matches really well with Chase and Everest. Pretty good. It's really cool. Again, he's got some slight wear. I did bring him to the pool one time, but anyway, he's pretty cool, so, yeah.
Next, we have matching to Marshall is Zuma. He completes the Paw Patrol plush in our collection. Well, not completes. I don't know if we'll get any more, but, he is beanie and kind of big compared to Chase, but still a good size, I'd say. Yeah. His nose is a little kind of coming off crooked a little bit, but he's definitely pretty cool. He's been in a few YouTube shorts, and maybe he'll be in a future video. So yeah, that's kind of it for Zuma.
Moving on to the kind of ones that we don't really have as much of. So we have Broby from Yo Gabba Gabba. Again, a Namco plush. Found him at a thrift store. He's pretty cool. He was used in the many Roby and Friends Go to the Park videos.
If you know what those are.
His arms are really long. I would definitely prefer the TY one, which I did see at a thrift store recently, but I did not pick up. So, but he's still pretty cool. So yeah.
Since these have no explanation, we're just gonna go through them.
So we have a tiny keychain Peppa TY, pretty cool. Turtle by Eden. This is from the book, but Franklin was a Nick Jr. show. Baby Shark's Big Show, which is a Nick Jr. show.
Last ones, which belong to me. Weird looking Dora keychain plush. A tiny George Pig keychain plush, but I cut off the keychain. A Hallmark itty bitties boots. And last, Baby Shark's Big Show, William. So that completes our big collection. Well, not really big, but yeah, it took 30 minutes to review all of them. So that's it for our Nick Jr. collection video. I hope you enjoyed. Subscribe and like, and some of these plush you may see in future videos. Bye, guys.